All right, running over to the running back position, you got Josh Jacobs and Raheem Mostert in your lineups this week. I love it.
Yeah, the Raiders offense was garbage last week, but I don't blame Josh Jacobs, and I think he's going to have a big game this week. This is more validation than anything else. As you mentioned, there's 6 teams on a bye, but this is a very good matchup against the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is a defense that's allowed 6 running backs to score 14 plus or more fantasy points against them. They've also given up 20 plus points to 4 different running backs, including Deion Jackson, who is a 3rd string back. You remember that game against the Indianapolis Colts. So I'm going to continue to start Josh Jacobs and Raheem Mostert too. I get it. Last week was a bad week. He had a great matchup. He got game scripted. That was the problem. The Dolphins fell behind. They had to throw the football and abandon the run. Hopefully that won't happen this week against the Bears. They have given up 18 plus fantasy points to 6 different running backs, and Tony Pollard beat them for almost 34 last week. So keep the faith in Raheem Mostert and keep the faith in Josh Jacobs.
Moving on to running backs, you got a couple guys here that have players waiting in the wings for their jobs, so you want to be cautious.
Yeah, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, this isn't even about the matchup so much. It's just about his usage. I mean, look at his numbers, right? He's failed to score more than 9.2 fantasy points in 3 straight games. Isaiah Pacheco was a starter in the week before the bye, and his touch share has declined in 4 straight games. It was 13%, Jen, in Kansas City's last game. So I don't know that you can play Clyde Edwards-Helaire. You probably have to because there's 6 teams off, but beware. And then Damien Harris, at this point, he's going to be borderline droppable in some smaller leagues. He's lost the lead role in the Patriots backfield to Ramondre Stevenson. Look at the numbers, all right? This is a guy who has put up 19 or more touches in 4 straight games compared to Harris, who has seen 17 combined touches in the last 2 weeks. So Damien Harris is a guy that I can't play. The Colts defense, it's not about the matchup. It's about the fact that his usage is so down over the last month. Ramondre Stevenson is now the Patriots running back to own.